Hello, everyone. This hour on Verbling, the next in my speaking skills series, we are going to do our probably our fourth and final class on the theme of secrets and lies. In other classes, we've learned some key phrases for talking about truth and talking about lies, and then we've learned some ways to spot people who are lying. And then we've had to test out whether we have been telling truths or lies in the class. So we're going to try to put all those together into one final activity today. More about the class in just a minute. First, a little bit about me. I'm John Eric, your Verbling teacher for this hour. I'm an American teacher from New York, hanging out in Lisbon, Portugal to bring you this class. By the way, here are 3 quick rules to help you participate. Don't forget to turn off, tune in, and open up. That means turn off your microphone when you're not speaking so we can keep the classroom nice and quiet. Like right now would be a good time. So, the second rule, let's just turn off the mics for just a second. The second rule is tune in to the new words that you're learning. Use them as actively as you can so that I can correct you and give you feedback. And finally, open up to your classmates. Relax and have fun. We're all here to learn, and this is a safe and respectful place to practice your English. And that is a little bit about me. Let's find out a little bit about you. I'm going to turn on my screen sharing and say hello into some new ones. So, familiar faces. We have Mr. Daniel. Good morning, Mr. Daniel.
Good morning, Mr. John.
The esteemed Dr. Raphael. Daniel, you're a doctor too, a different kind. Hello, Raphael. How are you?
Long time no see you.
Long time no see. Yes, you're back.
Yeah.
Mr. Nasho as well. Nice to see you.
Good morning. Nice to see you too.
How are you?
How are you?
Our favorite fisherman, Johnny, is back. He has not yet caught whatever that is.
Hello,
I don't know what
John.
that is.
Hello,
Is
everyone.
that a marlin? What is that you're fishing for?
I'm fishing for life.
You're fishing for life, and you haven't caught it yet, but you're close.
No,
And we have
still-
some... You'll get there eventually. And we have some new faces. Well, Piotr looks like he's having connection problems. Maybe he'll be back. But, oh, Lara. Hello, Lara. How are you?
Good morning. Fine, thanks. And you?
Very good. I'm all right. And where are you from, Lara?
I'm from the north of Spain. I'm Spanish.
From the north of Spain.
Yeah.
From the northwest or northeast or north center?
I'm from the northeast, near to France, in the Basque country.
Ah, okay. Very good.
Yeah.
Nice to have you.
Yes.
And that's a very fine llama, by the way. Very nice.
Yes, it's funny. That's what
How does he see?
I don't he looks like he's having a good moment.
Does look like it, yeah. Very
Yeah.
nice hair. Very, very nice. That's what I look like when I get up in the morning.
Like me. That's what I
Yeah.
chose this photo.
Very good, very good. And let's say hello also to Adrian, who's joining us again. Hello, Adrian. How are you?
Hello, teacher. I'm fine. And you?
Have you ever been to the Devil's Tower in Arizona?
No, I never. I haven't. I never been. I have never been in this site.
But you've got a picture of it.
Yeah. I talk from my computer.
This is the famous place where the aliens landed in Close
Ooh.
Encounters of the Third Kind. They landed on top of the Devil's Tower, which you can see there. So if you want to meet aliens, go to, I think it's in Arizona. I can't remember. I think it's so. Not sure. Anyway, listen. Let's do a little bit of lying, shall we? In the other classes in the series, we learned some key expressions for lying. But today, let's actually do a bit of lying, which will give you a chance to do a bit of speaking, too. So I'm going to go to our notes. By the way, our class material is always here underneath the video window. If you can download it or just open it in a new window, and you can get a copy of it there in a chat window, because I sometimes make updates during the class. So I might update it. So download it after if you're going to download it. Maybe it's better just to have it open. Speaking skills. When you open it, you'll see this. You know you're in the right place. Scroll down past my information to the table of contents. Oh, got to update it. Hold on. There we go. So let's go to today's class. 2 truths and a lie. You'll see this on page 5 if you want to open the notes. And this should say class 4, not class 3. Geez, I hope I did that right. Am I in the right place? Let's just double check. I think that's right. Class 4. Yeah, that's right. Alright, so we've used some expressions, but you know what? Before we start, we should actually just take a quick look at some of the things we've done before. In the last class, we looked at not just the language of telling the truth or lying, but we looked at a little bit of grammar too. So here we had negatives and passive forms, which are very useful if you're talking about what happened in the past. So it's useful to review. You should see that on the screen. Oh, hang on. My screen sharing isn't working. 1 second. Let's try this again. 1 moment. What's happening to my screen sharing? There we go. Okay. And so we had a little conversation. There was an incident or an accident between a man on a bike and a car near your house, but you didn't see the accident. Your neighbor witnessed it. In the last class, you had to take turns to construct the following questions and answers. We did this together, and you can see the answers are on screen. But let's take a moment and just review the passive form and the negative form by reading through the conversation and finishing just the very last part. So what you had to do was add the actual dialogue that people said. Let's take a quick look at the beginning. Man badly hurt. Was the man hurt? So the passive form in the question, was he hurt? His leg was broken. So it might be good to review this, because when you start to tell something that we need to decide if it's true or false, when you tell the story, you may use the passive voice to talk about what happened rather than who did it. So let's start just by doing a quick review, read through the conversation, and I'm going to ask you to fill in the missing expressions. All right? So maybe we could have, maybe we can all each take one of the rows. So let's just read through it first. Raphael, you're you. Nasho, you're the neighbor. Why don't you take rows 1 and 2? Let's just read through it first, okay?
Okay. I could be you.
You're you. Nasho, who are you?
You're the neighbor.
You're the neighbor, okay. Go ahead, Raphael.
With the first one.
Yeah.
Yeah. Was the man hurt badly?
Yes, his leg was broken.
Say again, Nasho, I couldn't hear you.
Yes, his leg was broken.
Good. Rafael?
How was his leg broken?
His leg was crushed by a car wheel.
Okay. Keep going, but this time it's going to be Laura and Johnny. Johnny, you're you. Laura, you are the neighbor. Keep going, Johnny.
Was the man taken to hospital?
Laura?
Yes, he was taken by ambulance.
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 Good. Johnny?
Where is the man being treated?
He's being treated at the hospital, Elizabeth Hospital.
Good. So we see different forms of the passive voice. Daniel, you're you, and Adrian, you're the neighbor. Keep going.
Was the bike damaged?
No, it wasn't even scratched.
Good.
Was the driver arrested?
No, he wasn't arrested.
Okay, very good. Let's go back to the top of the room, and it's Raphael and Nasho to do the first, to do row 7.
Did the police interview the driver?
A little hard for me to write on the screen because it's really slow with the Hangout, but let me try. Did the police, look at this, I can't write, interview the driver? Really slow. Can you say that in the passive voice instead of the active voice? The question is good, but we can ask it in another way.
The driver was the driver interviewed by the police?
Good. Was the driver interviewed by the police? That's better. Johnny? Was it a Johnny? No, it was Nacho. I'm sorry,
No.
Nacho.
Okay. No, it wasn't considered well enough.
He, right?
Yeah.
It wasn't considered well enough for what? To what? By what? Finish the sentence.
He was considered well enough by the police
By the police to
to be interviewed.
good. Okay, very good. Now we're on Johnny and Laura. Johnny, you're asking the question here, I think.
Okay. Was the driver injured too?
Was the driver... Oh my God, look at this. I can't write. Was the driver... Say the next part. I couldn't hear. Was the driver...
Was the driver injured too?
Good. Was the driver injured too? Laura?
No, but he was shocked by the accident.
No, but he was
Shocked
shocked. Good.
by the accident.
Very good. Excellent. And now let's go to our last pair, Daniel and Adrian. I think, Daniel, you're the one asking the question, I think.
Were you asked to give an explanation?
Good. Were you asked?
Asked
Good.
to give an explanation?
Hold on a second. And don't forget I know there's no K, but it should be written like this in English. It should be X, like this. Explanation.
Explanation.
Good. So when you see the X, just imagine you have a KS instead of an X. Explanation.
Explanation.
Okay, very good. And Adrian, what's the answer?
This is phrase is in future or
What, you're answering his question. Were you asked? Is that the future? Oh, I see. I see what you mean, Adrian. Oh. We have a problem, Daniel. He's right. He's right. It's got to be in the future. So it's not were you.
Okay.
What should it
Okay.
be?
Will you be asked?
Good. Will you be asked to give an explanation? Adrian?
Explanation.
yes. I will be interview tomorrow at the police station.
Like this?
At the police station.
Am I missing anything here? Look here. What's missing?
I will be interview.
You're missing a suffix. The ending of the word. What's the ending? Not interview. But look over here. The same here.
Okay, interview.
Right.
Yeah.
Very good.
That's it, boy.
Because the passive voice needs the verb to be and the past participle, participio passato, the past participle, interviewed. All right. I know this might be a little hard to see on the screen, but I want you to just practice one time because you're going to use this as a model for your own questions and answers. So I'm going to make that a little bit smaller so it fits on screen, and I want you I want to hear you do the dialogue yourselves once or twice, just so we get familiar with it. And obviously, on your screen, if you have this open, you can see it up close. Okay, but I'll leave it like that. Let's go around the room one more time. Let me hear you say it. This time we'll switch roles. So Nasho, you're you, and Raphael, you're the neighbor. Let's just run through it once so I can really hear those passive forms. Ready?
Okay.
Go for it.
Was the man hurt badly?
Yes, his leg was broken.
I want to hear g, his leg.
His leg was broken.
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 Careful, because it's not broken. It's kin. Broken.
Broken.
Yeah, really in, like sit. Broken.
Broken.
That's it. Okay, one more time from the beginning, Nasho.
Was the man hurt badly?
Yes, his leg was broken.
Good.
How was his leg broken?
His leg was crushed by a car wheel.
Was the man taken to hospital?
Yes, he was taken by ambulance.
He was taken by ambulance. You can speak a little quicker. It's okay. He was taken. I want to suck your blood. Blood.
Yes, he was taken by ambulance.
Good.
Where is the man being treated?
He's being treated at Queen Elizabeth Hospital.
Very good. Keep going. Faster, Nasha. Faster.
Yeah. I'm gonna use the document because it's impossible.
Yeah, it's small.
Which page is it?
I
found it. Okay. Was the bike damaged?
No, it wasn't even
scratched.
Scratch.
I'll try to make it big, but maybe it's I'll try to make it big if it helps.
Perfect.
Okay.
Was the driver arrested?
No, he wasn't arrested.
Was the driver interviewed by the police?
No, he wasn't considered well enough by the police to be interviewed.
Well enough.
Well enough.
Good.
Was the driver injured too?
No, but he was shocked by the accident.
Careful here because you have a t sound. He was shocked.
Shocked
Good.
by the accident.
Will you be asked to give an explanation?
Yes, I will be interviewed tomorrow at the police.
Okay, good. Oh, I should say at the police station, I guess. Okay, very good. Guess what? I know this is not a pronunciation class, but let's take a look at a tool which I use in the pronunciation class every Monday. Let's take a look at it here because I think it might be a good review, and if you don't know it, it's a good introduction. The tool, let's see if I can find it. Let's see if I can find it in my pronunciation practice folder. Yeah, here it is. So I'm going to put this on screen for you. And the tool, two tools actually. The past tense tool, which I call the 3 EDs. 3 ways to pronounce ED. And maybe the S tool as well. But let's look at the past tense first. So just quickly, where's my Hangout? Let me put this on screen for you. And what I want to do is notice there's 3 different sounds for the past tense, and it depends on what kind of a consonant the word ends with. Consonants are B, C, D, F, G, and vowels are A, E, I, O, U. So depending on the consonant, it will change the sound of the ED. So I want to just pick out a few words that we've just seen right now, and let's see how they look on the chart. So here's the first word. Give me a second to type this. There's the first word. Let's do this one as well. Let's do this one as well. Let's do this one as well. And let's see, one more. This one. Okay, let's do this one as well. Okay, so these are 5 words from the text. Let's hear you say one of the words, and you tell me which column it is. The first column is the T sound. The second column is the D sound. The last column is the id. So you have to add an extra syllable. And I'll write that for you. Extra syllable. So I know this is not really a pronunciation class, but I think it's a good idea to review this just because we had to fix the pronunciation when we were speaking. Okay? So let's just quickly go around the room. I want to hear each of you say one. Adrian, say the first word for me in the first row.
It is extra syllable. Arrested.
Arrested. Okay, good. Yeah, you've got to say it so we can hear it. And you're absolutely right. If you say it first, it's easier. Arrested. Very good. Okay. And Johnny, can you say the second row word?
Okay. Interviewed. The second column.
I agree. Interviewed. Whoops. Why does it say crushed?
Crushed.
Say interviewed. Okay, good. And Lara, can you say the third row word?
Injured.
Okay, good. So where does it go?
The first column.
Injured or injured?
The second column.
The second column, right.
Just one thing. There is a rule, no? It depends on which syllable or...
The rule is...
Yes, I don't know the rules.
the rule is, if the consonant is, how can I explain this in a simple way?
It's related.
If it's voiced, I believe that's the rule. It sounds like a d. So injured, we're using our voice.
Okay.
Interview, we're using our voice. So when we use our voice, we have to continue using our voice. And the d uses our voice, and the t does not. I can say t even if I had no vocal cords. I could go t, 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 t. I could do that all day long. So I think the rule is, if the last consonant is voiceless, sound will be the t. And if it's voiced, it'll be the d.
Okay.
And then we have an exception. Arrested is the exception. We'll see if there's any other exceptions. Let's go with Mr. Nasho for the fourth word in the fourth row.
Asked. First one.
Asked. First one is correct. And let's see, Raphael, what about the last one, the fifth?
Crushed with T in the first one, could be.
It could be, and it is. So what does that tell you? After the T, you always get the id sound. T equals id. Always. It never changes. After the w sound, it's always d. Every word that ends in a W will be voiced. And it just goes on from there. So you can start to make a little list for yourself. Every R will be D. Every K, which is voiceless, will be T. Every sh sound, I can't put the symbol for you right now. Maybe I can. Let me see if I can. Hold on a second. Phonetic alphabet. Let's see if I can use the link that Daniel sent to me. Phonetic alphabet keyboard. You sent me a link. Let's see if I can get it to work. I think I can. Let's see. Taking forever to open. Yeah, here we go. I got it. So here's the symbol that you should see for this. Let's go to the PDF. Uh-oh, it's not letting me paste it in here. Let's see if I can. Oh no, it's not working. Doesn't let me copy and paste. Well, no, I can't put the symbol. Anyway, the symbol looks kind of like an F. But I'll just write the SH because it's easier. So crushed. But the reason I want to write the symbol, and the symbol looks like this. The reason I want to write the symbol for you is because this symbol here could be represented with different letters. Hopefully you can see that. And the word looks actually like this. Let me put the T sound. That's what it looks like in the phonetic alphabet. Crushed. So this F-looking thing here is the sh sound. But it doesn't have to be represented only by SH. That's why these IPA symbols are really useful, because we can see the sound instead of the ridiculous English spelling. The English spelling is always wrong anyway. It's always strange. Okay, so let's hear it one more time, and then it's going to be your turn to try it out. Okay, so let's go to Laura and Johnny. Laura, you're asking the questions. Johnny, you're the neighbor answering. We're going to run through it one more time, and then you're going to have a chance to tell your own story in just a minute, okay? So let's try it. Are you ready?
Yes.
Yes.
Was the man hurt badly?
Yes. His leg was broken.
And how was his leg broken?
His leg was crushed by a car wheel.
Was the man taken to hospital?
Yes, he was taken by ambulance.
Where is the man being treated?
He is being treated at Queen Elizabeth Hospital.
Okay. Was the bike damaged?
No, it wasn't even scratched.
Good.
Was the driver arrested?
No, he wasn't arrested.
Was the driver interviewed by the police?
No, he wasn't considered well enough by the police to be interviewed.
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 Was the man injured too?
No, but he was shocked by the accident.
Shocked.
Shocked.
Good.
Will you be asked to give an explanation?
Yes, I will be interviewed tomorrow at the police station.
I will be interviewed tomorrow. Okay, good. Good. Hang on just a second before you tell your story, and then we're going to ask similar questions like this. Let's try just one little change. Okay, good. This is the change that I'm going to ask you to make. Mr. Corral?
Yes.
Corral?
Yes.
Is that good? Corral?
Corral.
Corral. Let's see if I can quickly erase all this.
Like an engine.
Corral. I can't make that sound. That's my problem.
Double R.
Yes, I've got a speech problem. I need to get a new tongue. It's too short. Let's try it like... Oh, this is so difficult because the Hangout is slowing down my computer. One last time, but this time without the language in front of you. Daniel, you're the neighbor, and Adrian, you're asking the questions. Are you ready?
Yes.
Okay.
Go for it.
Was the man...
Well, wait.
hard?
We're gonna switch roles this time. So, Adrian, you ask, and Daniel, you be the neighbor.
Okay.
We're gonna switch roles. Go ahead, Adrian.
Was the man hurt badly?
Good.
Yes. His leg was broken.
How was his leg broken?
Good.
His leg was crushed by car wheel.
By a car wheel, I guess.
By a car wheel.
Good.
The man. Okay. What was the man? Was the man taken
Good.
to hospital?
Good. Was the man taken to hospital? Daniel?
Yes. He was taken by ambulance.
Good.
Okay. Where was the main
Present.
being
Present
treated?
tense. Present tense.
Yes. Okay. Yeah. Where is the man being treated?
Being.
Being treated. Yeah.
Good.
The man is being treated.
Treated.
Treated. The man is being treated at Queen Elizabeth Hospital.
Very good.
Was the bike damaged?
No, the bike the bike wasn't being even scratched.
Say that again. Say that again. No.
No, the bike wasn't even scratched.
Good. You don't need being. You don't need being.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, good.
Was the driver arrested?
No, the driver wasn't arrested.
Was the drive was the drive interviewed by police?
Good.
No, the police wasn't considered well enough. I don't know the.
The police were not the ones injured.
No, yeah,
Man
yeah,
was
yeah.
injured.
No,
Try again.
the driver wasn't considered well enough.
Good.
Was the driver injured too?
No, the driver wasn't, but shocked by the accident.
The driver wasn't, but he was shocked because you have a positive and a negative. So he wasn't. If you want to say injured, he wasn't injured.
No, he wasn't injured, but he was shocked by the accident.
Good. Last one.
Will you be asked to give a statement?
Yes, I will be interviewed tomorrow at the police station.
Excellent. And that is a little practice with the passive voice, telling a story. Now, we're going to use that to tell a story which may or may not be true. So, not quite the truth. You are going to practice lying and detecting lies with other students. In the last class, we found 5 ways to detect a lie. We'll see if you can remember what they were afterwards, but now we're just going to try it once. Okay, I'll put you in pairs and nominate a person A and B, just like we did. And here's the activity. Person A has to tell person B a personal anecdote or story. I.e., for example, for instance, what he or she did last weekend, or anything you want, doesn't matter. Most of the information given by A should be true, but at least one of the facts should be a lie. So that's why it's 2 truths and a lie. 2 true things and 1 lie. Person B will play detective and ask probing questions to find out more details. And guess what? If it's possible, you're going to use the passive voice, just like we practiced. It's good practice here. But if you can, you'll use the passive voice because you want to know what happened. During the activity, the other student should listen carefully and identify the lies. And then at the end, we have to decide what makes you think the person is lying. Can you spot any of the 5 signs? We'll go back to that, and you might want to take a few notes while you're doing this. Okay? So let's go to our first pair. Let's do slightly different pairs here. Why don't we put together a different pair? Let's go with, how about we go with Laura and Nacho first. Laura, you're new, but that's okay. I think you can do this. Nacho, you are going to tell a story.
Okay.
Just like the event that we just read about, it should be something that happened. Not all of the details will be true. We have to decide which details are true, which is the truth, and which is the lie. And the minimum should be 2 truths and 1 lie.
Okay.
Laura, Laura, you're going to be asking the probing questions. So,
Okay.
Nasha, do you have the event in your mind? Do you have something?
Yeah, more or less.
Okay. We're going to find out through Laura's questions. Laura, how many questions do you think it will take to find out if he's telling the truth or lying?
First, he's going to tell what he did.
Nope. You're going to ask him, and we're going to discover through your questions.
Ah,
How many
so
questions do you think you need?
what? 3, 5?
3, 5? Okay, that sounds good. So we'll say between 3 and 5 questions. Okay? And I'll put these on the board the first time to give everyone a model. Okay? Are you ready, everyone?
Yes.
Let's do it. Go ahead. First question, Laura. The obvious first question.
It has to be in passive, no?
The first question I'll give to you. First question is, what happened?
What happened?
What happened? So Johnny, you give us Johnny. Jesus, no, it's not Johnny. Nasho. I keep saying Johnny. It's because my name is John Eric, so it just naturally comes out. Nasho, you tell us what happened, but keep it really short. And then, Laura, you get 5 questions to try to, using the passive voice, to find out details. And then we'll see which is the truth and which is the lie. 3 to 5 questions. So, Johnny, in a nutshell, what happened?
Okay.
You don't have to tell us any details yet. Just the main idea. What happened?
So just a sentence, right?
Yeah, one sentence.
So I went to a basketball game, and I ran into an old teacher.
Okay, good. I went to a basketball game and ran into an old teacher, right?
Yep.
Excellent. Laura, take it away.
Where did you find him?
How would you say that as a passive?
Where were you been when you find him?
Or where was he? It's a little strange, but if we're going to use the passive voice, we could put it. We could say about him is easier than about us.
Okay.
It's a little strange, but try it. Where was he?
Doing.
No. Where?
Where was he sitting?
As a passive voice? No, that's the present continuous. Passive voice would be, where was he found?
Ah, okay. Yes.
It's a strange question here. I know, it doesn't sound right. But just to show you, that would be the passive voice.
Okay.
Alright? Anyway, it sounds weird, so we won't use it. What's your question? Where? The real question. Where what?
Where did you find him? But it's not a passive, so
It's
it
okay.
doesn't work.
It's okay, because he didn't talk about any actions yet. He didn't talk about anything that happened yet. He just said, I went to a basketball game. So it's okay. Where did you find him? It's okay that it's not passive this time. When he starts to talk about actual events, first this happened, then that happened, then you can start to ask in the passive voice. Johnny, where'd you find him?
Nacho. I found him just after the match when I was going back home.
After the match. Okay, very good. Laura? Johnny, you might need to add one extra detail each time, or we don't have enough information to ask a question.
Okay.
So I found him just after the match when I was going home. Give us another detail.
Okay. I found him just after the match when I was going back home. Another detail. Okay.
Because right now there's nothing strange about your story. It seems perfectly obvious and normal. Oh, I went to a basketball game, ran to a teacher. Okay. So you didn't tell us a lot about what happened yet, but now you can give us a few details.
Okay.
So what happened that made it interesting or different?
And oh, sorry, that's difficult. Okay, another detail. Okay, I found him after the match when I was going back home. I can't. Yeah.
No other details? Nothing?
Not with this question. It's impossible to give. Well,
forget about the question. No, forget about it. Just give another detail. Forget it.
Okay.
You answered the question. Give us another detail. Forget about the question.
Okay.
Anything you want to talk about. Anything.
He was the one who recognized him. Recognized me.
He was the one who recognized me. Okay, good. Remember, your anecdote should have a purpose to it as well. So there's got to be something that makes it a story that you want to tell. Because otherwise, we won't know if you're telling the truth or lying. It would be great to choose an anecdote that's strange, unusual, funny, or unexpected, too. So keep those details in mind. Okay. Laura, now you can start to use the passive voice if you like. But remember, your questions are try to probe, ask detailed detective questions. Try to get details out of it. Okay? What's the next one? Good start.
Was he surprised?
Good. Was he surprised? Is a good passive voice question. Was he surprised?
No, he wasn't. Because he's used to see me almost every week.
Seeing me.
Yeah, to seeing me. Yeah.
Okay, and give us another detail. Unrelated to the question.
Okay.
But what else?
But
he's lying.
His wife,
All the stories.
His wife was.
His wife was.
Yeah.
I can only imagine what that means. Okay, Laura.
Why was she surprised?
I would start with a passive voice, with a was or yes, because otherwise.
Was she surprised?
Yeah, good. Was she surprised because?
Because something strange happened?
Because something strange happened. This is what happens when I try to write with a Google Hangout. I can't get the words out. It keeps blocking me. Let me fix them. There we go. Johnny? Again with the Johnny. Nasha?
Yeah. Not really. She was surprised. No, not really. No, not really. She was surprised.
Not really?
Yeah, not really.
Oh, sorry. I thought
not really.
Not really?
She was surprised because of the clothes I was wearing.
Now it's getting interesting. Laura?
Were you being dressed colorful pants?
This is what I heard. Were you been dressed in colorful pants? Is that the question?
Yes.
There's a problem. Look at this. What's wrong here?
Been.
Do we need it?
ing, no? Been.
Do we need the verb to be in the sentence? Is it necessary?
Well, it not is continuous, yes. Were you dressed in color? Yes.
Were
Yes,
you
sir.
dressed or were you being dressed? Which is the correct?
Dressed without
Exactly.
being.
Exactly. You don't need it. Okay, very good.
Yeah.
Johnny?
Nacho?
Nacho? I don't know why I keep saying Johnny. I have no idea why I'm stuck in my head. Nacho? You know why? Because it's hard to say Nacho. It's very difficult for me. That's why.
No.
Or
It's a
you
word
were
that is
naked. Or you were naked.
Aha, there you go. Were you naked?
Or bottomless.
Too many questions. Were you naked?
no. I just was wearing my pajamas.
This was very
I know the lie.
If you know the lie, what do you think the lie is, Laura?
Nah. First,
the
I
lie?
don't think that he went to a. Nah.
What's the lie?
He was wearing his pajamas.
The lie is that he was wearing pajamas. Oh, don't erase my text. What happened? Who's erasing me? Jose, don't erase me, please. Did I make a mistake? Oh, it's because of the spacing, maybe. There we go. And this is supposed to be pajamas. Oh, sorry. Unfortunately, I don't have an easier way to write. Maybe I'll just use a text document next time. The lie is he's wearing pajamas. What do you think, class? Is that the lie? Do we agree? Disagree? Let's take a vote. If you think that's a lie, say aye. Aye! If you don't think it's a lie, say nay. Nay.
Hi.
Johnny,
Hi.
were you wearing your pajamas when you met your old teacher?
Well, there were two lies. This is one.
And the second is that you didn't go to a.
No. And the second is his wife wasn't with him.
His wife wasn't even
That's
with
why everything started to be strange when I was talking about his wife.
All right, not bad. So, okay, we've got the idea. Maybe we have time for one more. We've got about 2 minutes. Maybe we can do one more. So let me get 2 volunteers. Who's got a story for us? We got to be a little bit quick though, but who's got a story for us? How about Johnny?
Yeah, I got a story.
Okay. We'll all take turns at asking you questions. So we each get a chance to ask a question. We've only got 2 minutes though. Johnny, is the story clear in your head?
Yes.
Excellent. Adrian, first question. Daniel, second question. Laura, third. Nacho, fourth. Raphael, fifth. Ready? Adrian.
Yes.
The first question.
Well, the first question is what happened. Sorry.
Yeah.
Give us the
Okay.
one sentence. Sorry.
I was celebrating my girlfriend's birth. Sorry, I was celebrating the birthday. How to say? I was celebrating my girlfriend's birthday with her. Is it?
It's fine. Yeah, my girlfriend's birthday with her. It's fine.
Okay.
Adrian.
Maybe where was it celebrated?
Good. Was it celebrated?
Okay.
Was it celebrated?
Where?
Oh, where? Sorry.
Where?
I want you to use the verb to be because that will force you to create a passive. So, was it celebrated? You can name a place if you like, if you want to talk about where.
Where was it celebrated?
I know, but you can't use what, where. You've got to start with was. You've got to start like this.
Where the place? Question. I want to question.
They do it like this to make it passive.
Okay.
Was it celebrated at, for example, the beach? What's the ending of your sentence, Adrian?
at her home.
Okay, good. At her home. Johnny?
No, it was celebrated at a luxury restaurant.
Ah. Give us another piece of information as well. At a luxury restaurant. And give us a second piece of information.
We order a decent meal.
Good. Okay. I think it's up to Daniel for the next question.
Was she turned 20?
Was she... Oh, can't ask it like that.
Oh,
How
not a good idea to ask a
how
lady,
old is she?
How old is she? We can't say how. Can you make a passive voice question?
Yes. Was she turned?
Can't say it like that. Was she turned? Not possible.
No?
No. For age?
Was she...
In fact, I can't think of how you could say it in the passive voice to talk about age. So for age, I can't think of any passive voice sentence with age. Maybe you have to ask a different question entirely.
Maybe.
Why don't you try with...
Be...
Look. Was it? Ah, was it? Or were you? Hey, you know what? If you say were you, then you could ask about her age. That's not passive, though. I was going to say, were you celebrating her 21st birthday? Were you? But that's not passive. Uh-oh. We have a problem, Daniel. We can't use that sentence.
Okay.
And we got another problem. I have to start the next class right now. That's our second problem. Oh, no. Oh, no. Was Johnny lying about anything before we go? Sorry, we've got to stop.
So far, no lying.
Yes.
Of course, he doesn't have a girlfriend. Sorry, he doesn't.
Yes, but I do have a girlfriend.
Now we know you're lying, Johnny. I'm just kidding.
Just one question: is it possible to say is she aged 20, or is it not is not correct? No.
Can't say it. There's no way to use the passive voice with age, unfortunately. Well, listen, I'm going to start the business class right now. I've got to stop, but maybe I can get an extra slot and give you a little more practice with this. If not, we'll take it again next Wednesday at the same time, 9 GMT. I'll be back in 1 minute to continue the, what's our topic? Culture, business culture. We're on the vocabulary unit section of our unit on business culture. Bye for now, everyone. See you in a few minutes.
Thank you very much.